So the Hollywood takeover film contends this is communist indoctrination of our minds. What you've described is just trying to maybe get people to like China. So how is it influencing our thinking?
Here in the West, right, we think of war as either you're in a war militarily or you're not. But China has the idea of unrestricted warfare or total warfare where everything can be an aspect of war. So we delve into the internal documents of China. Even back when Mao Zedong, he's the one that put China under communism, he had this secret speech in 1942 that talks about revolutionizing literature and art to serve the purpose of the party and to really stamp out their enemy, which is the free world, or in this case, the US. Since Mao Zedong, the very beginning of the Communist Party, art serves the cause of the party, and it's part of their military. So even in an internal PLA, that's People's Liberation Army China's military, their handbook, it talks about how the battle for mind control happens on a smokeless battlefield. That could sound like lasers or drones, but it's really through every aspect. Like you also have that in the education system with, say, the Confucius Institutes, where Beijing, Communist China, picks the teachers and they don't teach you about Tiananmen, they don't teach you about Tibet, you can't talk about Taiwan. And so it's really bleeding into every aspect. Right now we have this huge debate over TikTok, whose parent company, ByteDance, is Chinese and has ties to the Chinese Communist Party. And you see all these different aspects, whether it's in the films or with TikTok or even in our classroom, where it's changing the way we see and perceive the world, and they create divisiveness online. But these are accounts that look American, but they're not. 100% of the news about the US on TikTok was negative. Anything that talks about the US is negative. And so you have 1/3 of young Americans who get their news from TikTok. Even in the classroom, right, with, say, cancel culture, the woke culture, where kids are taught to, if you're white, then you're an oppressor. If you're religious, you're also an oppressor. All these different things where you're taught to hate the country.